as I stepped into the dense, enchanted forest. The crunch of leaves beneath my feet was the only sound that broke the silence. I had been investigating a string of mysterious occurrences in these woods for weeks. And my source, a trusted ally and fellow journalist, Alex, had promised to meet me here with crucial information. But as I waited, the trees seemed to grow taller, casting long, ominous shadows on the ground. Suddenly, a twig snapped behind me, and I spun around to see Alex standing there, a sly grin spreading across his face. But it was what he held in his hand that made my blood run cold, a small, sleek recorder, playing back a conversation we had just a day ago. My words, my theories, my entire investigation, were being fed back to me, and I realized with a jolt that Alex had been playing me all along. He was working for the very people I was trying to expose, a corrupt corporation that had been secretly logging the enchanted forest, threatening to destroy the delicate ecosystem. I felt a wave of anger wash over me. But before I could react, Alex turned and disappeared into the trees. I knew I had to act fast. The corporation was planning to clear-cut a massive section of the forest, and if I didn't stop them, the consequences would be catastrophic. I took off after Alex, my feet pounding against the earth as I chased him deeper into the woods. The trees seemed to close in around me, the air growing thick with an otherworldly energy. I could feel the forest itself was watching me, waiting to see if I would be able to save it. As I ran, I stumbled upon a hidden clearing, and in the center of it stood an ancient tree, its trunk twisted and gnarled with age. Alex was standing at the base of the tree, a look of triumph on his face. But as I approached, I saw that he was not alone. A figure, shrouded in shadows, stood just behind him. I recognized the figure as the CEO of the corporation. A ruthless man who would stop at nothing to get what he wanted. The CEO sneered at me, his eyes glinting with contempt. "You're just in time to witness the final act," he spat. "With this forest gone, we'll be able to tap into the ancient magic that lies beneath it. And our profits will soar." I knew I had to think fast. I couldn't let them destroy this enchanted place. I glanced around the clearing, my eyes scanning for any weakness, any advantage I could use. That's when I saw her, a woman, standing just at the edge of the clearing, her eyes fixed intently on the CEO. She was a local, a member of a tribe that had lived in these woods for generations. I had met her before, and I knew that she was fiercely protective of this land. I caught her eye, and she nodded, almost imperceptibly. In that moment, I knew what I had to do. I launched myself at the CEO, distracting him long enough for the woman to slip behind him and disable the machinery that was set to clear-cut the forest. The CEO's eyes widened in rage as he realized what was happening. But it was too late. The woman had already activated her ancient spell, one that would protect the forest from harm. As the spell took hold, the forest itself seemed to come alive. The trees swayed and trembled, their branches tangling together in a fierce, protective embrace. The CEO and Alex were trapped, unable to escape. But as I turned to the woman, I saw that she was not smiling, she was crying, her eyes streaming with tears. And then I saw why. The spell had come at a terrible cost. The woman had given her own life force to the forest, sacrificing herself to save this enchanted place. I felt a wave of grief wash over me. But as I looked at the woman, I saw that she was at peace. She had given her life for something she loved. And in doing so, she had saved countless others. As I stood there, frozen in shock, the forest seemed to whisper a secret in my ear. The true magic had not been the spell, but the love and sacrifice that had driven the woman to give her life. And in that moment, I knew that I had been changed forever. I had seen the power of love and sacrifice, and I would never forget it.